Hi everyone, welcome to the video. My name is Alex. If you don't know who I am, if you don't know much about the channel, we're a couple of guys from the UK and we're currently growing an Amazon FBA brand, and we're just trying to share our experience, give you a bit of an insight into what a real Amazon FBA brand and business looks like. So if you're into that sort of thing, it'd be amazing if you could subscribe and give us a like. Helps us with the views and the YouTube algorithm and everything else. So in today's video, I'm going to go over our results for the past 30 days and our results for January. I'm going to talk about a little bit about our current brand and then a new brand that we're going to be developing. And then I'm also going to talk a little bit about coaching, courses and mentorship and that sort of stuff. So on the screen right now, this is a tool that we use called Shopkeeper. So if you're not familiar with this, it's a pretty awesome tool. It basically records everything to do with our Amazon business. So it records all of our sales, all of our PPC, absolutely everything. And it breaks it all down and basically tells you what your profit is, what your net profit is. It tracks absolutely everything. So I wanted to show you for the month of January. We've got a couple of days left, but this is kind of where we're at with our primary brand. At the moment, we're doing about $28,000 a month usually. As you can see here on the right hand side, we've done over just over 1,000 sales this month, and we should finish the month in profit almost, so probably just under $4,500. Now this is net profit. This is absolutely everything, all of our expenses, all of our PPC, advertising, marketing. It includes absolutely everything, all of our subscription fees, 3PLs, everything that goes into the business. That's a business expense we put into Shopkeeper, and it works out all of our profit for us. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to just dive in and actually show you a little bit more specifically. Now, if you're wondering like what these weird products are that we sell, this is what's called presentation mode. So it basically means that we can just we can put it on this and then we can show you guys on the channel without actually sort of like revealing what we're selling, because you don't really want to share exactly what you're selling because people can copy it and imitate it and all that sort of stuff. So if we go to this view here, this is basically for the month. So what you'll see, the top line revenue, the profit that we're at the moment. Obviously we've got a couple of days left, so that will obviously go up a little bit. And then you've got our margin here. Now our net margin is around 16%, and at the moment this is one of the things within the business and within the brand that we're trying to work on. Ideally we want to get that to at least 25 to 30% net margin. Now you'll often see people on YouTube talking about product research and you want to be aiming to get 30% margin, and that's like the minimum. In reality, you really want to be aiming for much higher than that, because this is what ends up happening if you start out with a 30% gross margin. Is after all your expenses, after all your advertising, after all your fees and everything, you're probably going to end up at around this number. So obviously this number isn't too bad. It's not absolutely horrendous. We're looking to sell this brand in a couple of years, and ideally, from the research that we've done, aggregators are looking to buy brands that do a minimum of 20% really. So we're trying to get this number up. Potentially what we're going to do is actually cut some of these products, some of the ones that are sort of on the lower end in terms of profit, and reinvest that money into different products that wield a higher sort of margin. So one of the interesting things that you can do with Shopkeeper is you can dive in here, you can look into the breakdown. So this basically details everything for the last 30 days, all of our revenue, Amazon fees, COGS or cost of goods sold, our manually tracked expenses. Now these look a little bit weird because we're on presentation mode, it changes it to Latin, but these things, I think this one at $200 is a 3PL cost, I think, or it might be the accountant's cost, because we obviously pay an accountant to do all of our bookkeeping and stuff. And then so there's subscription fees, 3PL costs, there's random costs that we add up, so you can see those costs add up to around $700. Then we've got miscellaneous stuff, PPC, so you can see we spent over $3,500 on PPC this month, the service fee, subscription. Then you've got the returns in there, $550 of return. So basically it tracks absolutely everything. So the reason I wanted to show you this was just because there's often a sentiment out there that people on YouTube, they're not really making any money from their business, and I wanted to just show you this is where we're at the moment. We actually were expecting to be at this point be almost double this in terms of revenue. One of the products that we launched last year, in the end, we had to completely cut the product after selling it for about 3 or 4 months. What ended up happening was that the price of shipping went up 5 times, and this product was quite big. It was an oversized product, and it was on track to do about $30,000 in revenue, so we would have been up over $50,000 at this point. But what ended up happening was, because of the price of shipping, the margins just became super tight, and we would have had to invest a ton of money, and we wouldn't have really seen that money back for a while. So we ended up cutting that product. But we've got 2 new products that are going to be released, I think probably in the next week. So Tom's busy working on the listings for those at the minute, and we're going to do 2 amazing product launches. Like we've got so good at this point now at doing our PPC and setting up the listings for these launches, and it's one of my favorite things about Amazon is launching a new product. It's always super exciting. So we've got 2 new products on the way that we're expecting to get us to about 60, possibly $70,000 a month, and then we're going to bring this margin up as well. So we're aiming to get this margin up at that point to about 25%. So that's it. That's an overview of our sales for the last 30 days. I hope you sort of enjoyed the transparent look into that. What I want to speak about now is the subject of courses and coaching and mentorship. Now, this is often something that sometimes on YouTube it comes with a little bit of a weird territory. People are kind of suspicious of people sometimes on YouTube of us gurus or whatever. We're supposed to be trying to educate people, and there's understandably some suspicion there because there are some people out there that are not really selling on Amazon anymore. They're not really making any money, and in my opinion, if you're taking advice from somebody who's not in the trenches making money on Amazon right now, what they're telling you is probably a little bit outdated. It's probably not super accurate in terms of 2022 and the current situation of everything now. So this is why we wanted to be super transparent with you guys and kind of show you where we're at. Over the past few months, we have been getting requests for coaching and for mentorship, and we've also been working on a super in-depth product research course. So you might have seen me mention this in some of our previous videos, but I wanted to just kind of explain why we're going down that angle, why we're sort of, why we're doing a course and why we're doing coaching and mentorship. So obviously with our business, we're putting all of our profits back into the brand. If you want to grow an Amazon business and you want to, you want to scale it and get it to the point where you can sell it, you really need to pump all of your profits back in. So every single month when Tom and I make profit on our Amazon brands, we put that money back in to grow them and to add more products and to get them to the point, hopefully eventually, where we can go on and sell them. So what that means is genuinely we were looking for other avenues and other income streams. We've got some income streams in terms of affiliate revenue through the YouTube channel, but also through our presence on Twitter. And naturally people started reaching out to us, asking us for coaching and mentorship. And in the beginning, we were kind of just helping people for free. There was a few people that we just started helping and we were speaking to them on a daily basis. And they were kind of saying, look, like, you should be charging for this. And what ended up happening is people started asking us, and we were saying, okay, if you want our time, if you want help with FBA, then we're going to have to charge you. So we've got a bunch of students at the moment, and it's going really well. We're really enjoying working with them. They seem to be getting a ton out of it. It's just really great to be helping people try and avoid the mistakes that we made ourselves early on, because they can be so costly in terms of time and also in terms of money. So to touch a little bit on the product research course that we've released, the reason that we did this is because a lot of the questions that we were getting asked on YouTube or on Twitter, they were related to product research, and we kind of realized that there's a lot of courses out there, but none of them really cover product research super in depth, and it's generally the bit where beginners especially, they either get stuck and they go around in circles and they never launch a product, or they do launch a product and they waste money and they waste time because it's not really the right product to do, or the market wasn't right, or numerous reasons. So what we wanted to do, we've basically just created a super in-depth course. It's over 8 hours of content, and it covers everything that you need to know about product research. And this isn't me trying to do a hard sell, but I'm trying to explain, why we did this, because people are asking us for advice. So we put all of the things and all of the bits of advice that we were giving to people on a daily basis, we've put it into this course basically. So you can check it out for yourself. There's a link in the description. But I kind of just wanted to address, the reason why we're doing this. Well, there's a couple of reasons. Obviously, we enjoy helping people. Obviously, we enjoy adding an extra income stream. As entrepreneurs, it's always nice to have multiple income streams. And we just wanted to be honest and open and transparent. Obviously, due to the name of the YouTube channel, that's what we're going for. So if you are interested in coaching or mentorship, or if you do just want some advice, feel free to reach out wherever you are at your whatever stage you're at with your Amazon business. We're more than happy to give people advice. If you are in the product research stage, obviously we can't recommend this course enough. But yeah, that's kind of like what my thoughts are on the whole coaching and mentorship thing. There are other YouTube channels out there. Obviously, we know some great people that are doing mentorship and coaching and selling courses and stuff. The ones that we really respect are the people that are actually out there like us, building their own brands, building their own businesses. Those are the guys that we want to learn from, and that we think you should learn from, because you have to be in the trenches doing this yourself. Final thing that I wanted to talk about, I got the order of this a little bit wrong, is we're actually building a second brand. So we're super excited that we're working on, probably for the first time, a completely custom product. So we're going to be building this from the ground up, from scratch. We're working with a product designer. It's probably going to take about 3 months to actually design the product, but what we're going to be left with is something completely custom, and we're going to be taking on a huge niche. If this goes well, it could be absolutely massive for us. So we're going to be building 2 brands overall, which initially we wanted to just focus on one, but we've kind of got that first brand to a good place now, where we think we're going to be doing 50, 60K a month. This second brand is kind of us taking a much bigger swing at a bigger niche, but with a completely custom product. So I will try and do some content on that on the YouTube channel to share the progress on that, and we think that's the way that Amazon is going now. It's getting more and more difficult if you're just trying to buy things on Alibaba, put them on Amazon with a logo on. So the direction that we're trying to take with all of our stuff is build custom products, products that have the potential not only to do well on Amazon, but to also do well in their own in their own sphere, in their own right. Through Shopify, through direct to consumer. This is the sort of direction that we want to take with our business. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and I will see you in the next one.